Hey everybody, it's Pam, Pam's Craft Boutique. Come hang out with me while I paint some Cakesicles for an order. These are watermelon theme. The Cakesicle mold that I use came from Amazon, so if you need a link to that, just comment below and I'll be more than happy to get that for you. And I used plaster of Paris. Now there is a video somewhere amongst all this showing how I mix my plaster of Paris so that it pours nicely and does not set up on you too fast. So if you search like Pam's Craft Boutique plaster of Paris, I believe that video will pop up. But if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Now I have several different ones going here. I painted one green, one pink, one red, and then I have these two here that are going to be watermelon themed. They're going to look like a watermelon. And then once I get everything painted, it usually takes a couple of coats. Then you want to paint Mod Podge on it, all right? You want to seal these Cakesicles because if you don't, with plaster of Paris, when you paint them, they will chip. So by putting the Mod Podge on there, you will seal them and it'll protect them so the paint does not chip off, okay? So you saw there, those were little like silicone watermelons, and I just cut them in half. And you can get those off of Etsy. I don't remember where I got these from. In fact, I might have gotten these off of Amazon. So if you want a link to those, let me know, and I will see if I can find them for you. Now, these watermelon ones, I cut out vinyl seeds with my silhouette machine, and I put those on there, and to protect them, I sealed them with Mod Podge, just to make sure that they don't pop off. Not that I don't think they would, but, you know, hey, you always want to be, you know, better safe than sorry. And then using my caulk mixture that I've mixed with white paint, I'm just doing a little drizzle in between the green and the red. You know how the watermelon rind has like a white on it, so it's what it's supposed to simulate. And then using watermelon ribbon that I got off of Etsy, that if you want a link to that, I can provide that for you as well. And now we're going to do the green, the red, and the pink using that same white caulk mixture, doing a little bit of drizzle. And then I cut those watermelons in half and placing them on there. And these are those styrofoam little balls that don't sneeze or they'll go everywhere. And I'm just picking out the pink and the reds and using them on there. And then I'll use some nonpareils on there. And then I have the ribbon for them as well. So these right here, I'm using the white and the red nonpareils. And then on the pink and the red ones, I do something a little bit different. These are probably in the summertime one of my best sellers. I make a buku amounts of these. They do really well. And probably one of my favorite things that I make. I have several, but this is probably one of my favorite. Don't be afraid of plaster of Paris. It's very easy to use. And when you do plaster of Paris, it does make your Cakesicles look a lot more realistic. Now, if you like to use clay, you can try and use clay to make your Cakesicles. But for me, I like the plaster of Paris. I just think it makes your fake Cakesicles look more realistic. So that's why I go with the plaster of Paris. Or you can also use 10-minute resin because you're using a silicone mold, and that will allow you to use the 10-minute resin as well. So, but let's finish this red one, and then that will be pretty much it, guys. I'm going to add the bows to here, and then add the watermelons, and add the foam balls and the nonpareils. I'll attach the ribbon to it, or the bow, and these will be completed. Now, these are available in my Etsy shop. If you wouldn't mind sprinkling this video out, I would appreciate it. And also, I have a YouTube channel, Pam's Craft Boutique. If you're not following me, go over and give me a follow. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I appreciate you guys watching and sprinkling and all the support. And stay tuned for the next video, and I will see y'all then. Have a great night, everybody.